Okay, Will Smith, Chris Rock is still in the news, folks. In fact, people are saying Will Smith has been cancelled. He's part of the cancel culture. He ain't too woke now. And what's happening in his life? Well, we've been told inside information that he's in Mumbai. Is it for Big Boss season 20,000? No, I don't know. But he's in Mumbai looking for work. Let's see what he gets.
Will Smith, sir, Smith.
Amazing, just amazing that one of the greatest superstars of his generation is now driving a rickshaw in Bandar area. I could see from the signboards. It's just so sad. And he's not even part of the union. So they already want him out. Yes, the rickshawalas want Will Smith out. It's called The Week That Wasn't. Just a word about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. A word. One possible reason for their misbehavior is the grudge they have against Hollywood. Now, you don't know this, but the worst picture ever made in Hollywood was called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And it wasn't even about them. So obviously he's pissed. It's like the Alan Border joke, no? JP Datta met Border. Border never spoke to him after that. Let's meet head of the Chris Rock fan club, folks, and get an understanding of what's happening from that side of the story. Sir, what is your name?
Risk Rocks.
I see what you've done there. Risk Rock, Chris Rock, I see.
Thanks.
Okay, so what is your favorite Chris Rock stand-up special? Okay, all right, fine. What's your favorite Chris Rock movie? What's your favorite Chris Rock joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Don't.
Don't who?
Don't take my wife's name out of your mouth.
Okay, okay.
Don't take my wife's name.
Okay, all right. You made your point.
Don't take my wife's name.
Stop it. Don't. Okay, everybody's, what the, just,
Don't take my wife's name.
Sorry about that, folks. We don't use profanity normally, but this guy is a loose cannon running around the streets. Sorry about that. Speaking of loose cannon, Imran Khan survived a tricky LBW decision last weekend. Ball kept low and was going down leg side, so he said, umpire said, okay, theek hai. Guess you know what that means? He won't be coaching the IPL after all. He always thought if he can leave politics and come back to cricket, he's always welcome. Great news. The Thackeray government has announced that the remaining part of the Mumbai Metro, 7 and 2A, will finally be open by August. Of course, only August is mentioned, not which year. Completed later. Why lie? The government has decided to now come out with a good food guide. But I thought they already did that. Didn't we have what was it? A, cow is not food. B, ban the biryani. C, alcohol is against our culture. D, paneer is okay. I just like how the paneer is okay. I don't even know. Didn't read the whole book. In Mumbai, builders are being asked to say sorry for the noise pollution caused from construction. That's good. But what about the politicians? Huh? VIP, Lal Batti, what about them? All the noise they make? What about their rallies? What about their chamchas? What about the sycophants that follow them everywhere? What about them? I don't mind the builders. Well, Sharad Pawar has told the anti-BJP bloc that he doesn't want to be the UPA chief. Yes, he wants someone else to do the job. Someone, of course, who will then report to him. A real tragedy is unfolding in Sri Lanka, folks. What terrible news. What was the first sign that Lanka would plunge into crisis? Well, if your president or prime minister both have the same name and the guy in charge of the crisis is their younger brother, also same name, then I think that's a hint. That's a hint. Because soon Sri Lanka will be renamed Rajapaksa and Rajapaksa and Rajapaksa. We have same name, but they're great corporates like Mahindra and Mahindra. Theirs is different. This is Rajapaksa and Rajapaksa is Rajapaksa, and I don't know if they're going to have public equity in the near future. Lots more coming up, but first, the headlines. Economic crisis in Sri Lanka. The meat ban creates controversy. And fuel prices continue to soar. Also, IPL fans' reactions. Before we go into our top story, folks, we've decided we must have some small story before that because nobody watches the top story. So they get the attention span for the first few seconds and then we give up. So here it is. Let's go to Pakistan where all kinds of things are happening last 2 weeks, politically speaking. Let's meet our man on the ground there. What's going on with the parliament? Who is the PM? What's up with Pakistan? Mahatosh Al-Phul. Mahatosh Al-Phul. Oh, it's pronounced fool. Mahatosh Al-Phul, what is happening in Pakistan?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
I'm just asking what is happening in Pakistan right now.
How to tell you?
What?
I can't tell you everything that's happening in Pakistan.
What? Why?
I am not a Google. I am Al-Phul.
You heard it, folks. He's not Google. He is Al-Phul. It was an attempt to rhyme, I think, for some reason, and I apologize. I apologize. I thought this was the highlight of the show. Obviously, now, where do we go? But, okay, here is our top story. Sri Lanka is in the throes of its worst economic crisis ever. The Sri Lankan rupee has plunged to a record low. That's compared to the other two rupees around, Pakistan and Indian. So, annual inflation is in the double digits. Fuel is in short supply. Prices of food and essential goods have gone through the roof, and protests, of course, have broken all over the country. Reminds you of some other country also. Only a bad comedian will pause for 5 seconds, like you don't understand. So is it the end of the road for the all-powerful Rajapaksa? Joining us now from Colombo is an alleged spokesperson for Mahinda Rajapaksa. His name, Behinder Rajapaksa. Should stop the show here. If I had any integrity, I would stop the show here. Behinder Rajapaksa, what kind of name is Behinder Rajapaksa?
See, President of Sri Lanka is Gotabaya Rajapaksa. In front of him is brother Mahinda Rajapaksa. And if in front is Mahinda Rajapaksa, I am behind the Rajapaksa.
Wow. Now I know why there's a crisis. Okay, it's very confusing.
There is nothing confusing. We are all Rajapaksa. Mahinda Rajapaksa, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Basil Rajapaksa, Shamal Rajapaksa, Namal Rajapaksa, and I, behind Rajapaksa. We are just like your Gandhi family, only one difference.
Yeah, what difference?
We are in charge. Our numbers keep growing up while their numbers just keep going down.
They're told to make these jokes so that the show stays on the air, and I apologize to any party member of any party. So let's talk about the economic crisis that Sri Lanka is facing right now, sir.
But economic crisis, nothing.
Surely you're joking. There are shortages everywhere. No gas, there's no fuel, there's no milk, there's no power.
Yes. We are trying to address that problem. We will soon be able to give the people gas, fuel and milk. Unfortunately, no power.
No power, why not?
Let us Rajapaksas keep something also.
Acha, I see. Okay. So do you realize that people in Sri Lanka are on the streets, they're agitating, they're protesting, they're upset? I mean, they're crazily upset since you announced an emergency.
We are aware. We are aware that the people are upset, but that is not, I repeat, not because of emergency.
Really? Then why are they upset?
Because IPL live broadcast in Sri Lanka has been suspended.
I know. And also they're only getting the Hindi broadcast. So I know they were very upset about that. But why have you suspended the IPL broadcast?
Because we cannot afford IPL broadcast. Cost of IPL broadcast is more than economy of Sri Lanka and Bangladesh put together.
One more country, won't name. So what is the plan?
We have asked India to help us with some funding, and India has finally agreed.
So India has agreed to help, or you think India has agreed to help?
Only one thing.
What one thing?
India is asking for collateral.
So what collateral would you be offering India? I'd love to know.
Vanindu Hasaranga, Dushabanta Chamira, Mahish Nishanka, Chamika Karunaratne, Bhanuka Rajapaksa are already there in India. You can keep them back as collateral.
And the last Rajapaksa is not a family member. What? He also? Okay. Go on.
And if that is not enough, we are willing to permanently give away and get rid of Arjuna Ranatunga.
Hello, we have enough Arjuna Ranatungas in our country. Let me tell you, not the fittest people.
But, on one condition.
What is this condition?
Please send Jacqueline Fernandez back.
No, I'm not giving you Jackie Fernandez. We'll give you some other Jackie. Bollywood mein bahut pada hai, Jackies. We have 3-4. Jackie and Jilly went up the Bollywood hilly. Anyway, I hope you Rajapaksas best of luck. I love Sri Lanka. We all do. And at the moment, your people seem very upset with you. I'll warn you, one more thing. Remember, dynasty is never good. You start believing that you own the country. So just remember that.
You understand? We Rajapaksas just run the country. We are caretakers. We don't own it. Someone else does.
Really, who?
Chinese.
I see. All right. Yeah, could have seen that coming, really.
Coming back to cricketers. We have a recommendation we would like to give India.
Oh, interesting. What recommendation?
You should take all these ex-cricketers, Arjuna Ranatunga, Imran Khan and Navjot Singh Sidhu and start something new.
A new cricket team.
No, start a new country.
What a great idea, yaar. Great idea. I mean, not like they screwed up any other countries before. I mean, makes sense. Let's give them more. Okay, fair enough. Now, a happy story. The 9-day long festival of Chaitra Navratri, let me explain, different from the Navratri we have in September in my part of the world, where all the hot young girls go out and dance and all that. Wo alag Navratri hai, growing up in Mumbai. This is another one called Chaitra Navratri, but it's all 9 days. It got over this week, but with little controversy. Before any official orders could be passed, meat shops and all non-veg outlets were forced to shut for all 9 days in South Delhi. Forced to, because it's against the sentiments of the people during Navratri, that Chaitra Navratri we're talking of right now. So let's go straight to my colleague and director of the show. I warned you about this footage, Kunal Vijayekar. I'm told, folks, he's in hospital. He's taken the news quite badly, apparently. Let's just take a look. Here he is.
सांस लो कुछ सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा हाँ सब ठीक एवरीथिंग विल बी ओके 4-5 दिन की बात है प्लीज
Doctor Saab, is he okay?
नो ही इज वेरी सीरियस ही इज सफरिंग
Sorry to sound insensitive, but what is he saying? I can't understand properly. What is he saying?
Mutton biryani.
ही इज सेइंग मटन बिरयानी ही इज सेइंग
Yeah, it was like he was placing an order. What courage! He इतना bad situation के time पे. What a heart, yaar. He's ordering his food with his last breath. This is the India I want to survive and watch for the rest of my life. With the ever-inflating cost of fuel, one innovative Indian entrepreneur has come up with a novel, game-changing idea. Folks, really, this is good news. Let's meet this guy. His name is Keval Pal. Namaste, Keval Pal.
ओह नमस्ते डूड
Hey, by the way, Keval Pal, I think I know your brother, famous comedian Anuvab Pal.
ओह नो डूड ही इज नॉट माय ब्रदर ही इज माय नेबर यार नेबर
Acha.
टू सेव द मनी वी यूज द सेम यूजर नेम ओह सॉरी सरनेम
But how do you save money?
Only one nameplate, no, between us. Meet the pals.
It's strange. Okay, all right. Sir, I would like to start with this. Do tell us about your invention to beat the skyrocketing fuel prices, which can change the world.
Yes. It is based on work from home.
Very interesting. Really? How so?
The same concept, yaar. I thought, how do we enjoy a vehicle without using fuel? That's the idea.
In your dreams, maybe?
No. So now your dream is a reality thanks to DFH.
Excuse me, you said DFH.
Yes, DFH. Drive from home, dude.
DFH, drive from home. Drive and go where?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yes, just nowhere, yaar. Dude, just download this app www.dfh_screw your petrol.
Okay, and?
And a car appears on your screen, huh?
Really?
Of your choice.
And?
मतलब जो भी चाहिए वो ये आ गया, ये आया.
Interesting. And then what do you do?
Yes, and you can decide color, make, power, AC, temperature, anything. You just name it, dude.
Wow. What an idea. Is there more?
Then using buttons, you can drive it without even leaving your home. ये चल रही. Plus, you never have to worry about parking. See? How much money you're saving, dude? Huh?
Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Pal. And say hi to Anubhav from us. I mean, if you are sharing the same car, from time to time.
It's a great idea, है कि नहीं? So कहाँ से pick करूँ? Tell me. We'll go for a party.
नहीं, मैं तो ठीक हूँ यार. I'll take an Uber in my mind. It's all good, yaar. It's all good.
Uber? Don't take Uber's name from your mouth. I'll come there and slap you.
Coming back from fantasy to reality, folks. Sad news again that Ukraine crisis still going on. But as you know, one of our intrepid correspondents who's so brave, in fact, he's not only brave, he really feels for the cause and he has joined the foreign fighters. There are a few foreign fighters fighting for Ukraine, the resistance against Russia. And his name is Yuri Matokrapovich. Yuri Matokrapovich.
Hi.
You look familiar, but you don't look like Mr. Yuri Matokrapovich. Where are you from?
I am half Ukrainian and half Indian.
I think more like 1% Ukrainian and 99% Indian, but let's not bring that issue up. Can you tell us what is happening in Ukraine?
I am sorry, I don't understand the question.
No. I'm just asking what is happening in Ukraine.
How to tell you?
What?
I can't tell you everything that is happening in Ukraine.
Why can't you tell? What are you saying?
I am not a Ukrainian Google. I am Mikhail Yuri Microkich.
You don't even know your own name. कौन सा एंगल से अवार्ड विनिंग जर्नलिस्ट जिसका पास नाम का खुद का पता नहीं है. I mean, I hang my head in shame, yaar. That there's worse people than me on this show. Without any exception, there are worse people on this show than me. Anyway, let's go back to my colleague and director of the show. He's 71 years old, Kunal Vijayekar, who is at the moment suffering, folks. This is not a piece of comedy. In fact, why do I say that? Nothing is. But this is really a sad situation because this guy's taken it very badly. That meat ban in Delhi, South Delhi, where he has 3 houses. And poor chap, he's crumbling. He's in hospital. Let's hope it's not too bad, the news. Doctor. Doctor Saab, what is he saying, Doctor Saab?
Hold. देख जो 4-5 दिन बाद मिलेगा just
Doctor Saab, what is he saying, Doctor Saab?
let me also hear. मिलेगा. He's saying bhuna gosht.
And the awards for bravery are announced, not just in India, across the world. Remember this name, Kunal Vijayekar, whose last words may have been either mutton biryani from the previous shot or bhuna gosht. And that shows you passion. Josh Junoon jo kehte hain Hindi mein, na? That love, that energy to do anything for food. I had a German Shepherd like that. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. Much better looking, my German Shepherd, than that guy. And wouldn't give us so much trouble. But really, 25 minutes to get to that point. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. Welcome back, and let's talk about something nobody wants to talk about. A woman in Bangladesh. Unnecessary. Our countries around us are crumbling. Don't say this. Bangladesh is doing well. A woman in Bangladesh was harassed by a man in uniform, this is a true story, for just wearing a bindi. Now see, that is the difference between Bangladesh and India. Here they harass you not for wearing bindi, but for wearing bikini. Although, bindi with bikini, now that might be a huge problem, especially in South Delhi during Navratri. So be very careful what you wear and when. Geography in India is the most important point. Russian forces have abducted 11 mayors so far. 11 mayors. As of now, the Mumbai mayor is not on the list. Bach gaya. By the way, Mumbai is the only city in the world, hear this, which has a mayor, a sheriff, a governor, a CM, a deputy CM, but no roads. Leaders to both hai. Rasta? No, sir, wo aayega. A work in progress. Aayega. This whole country is work in progress. Actually, the world is a work in progress. This week, due to severe economic crisis in Sri Lanka, protests were organized all across the country. Yeah, but it had to happen. Just a matter of time, folks. Sri Lanka is becoming India. Daniel Craig, who is in the middle of acting in a Broadway production of Macbeth, has tested positive for COVID-19. But the good news, Macbeth, in the play, he dies in the end anyway. Sorry. China has discovered a new virus, a new subtype, and this time, they have told the world. You won't find out by lying in hospital. Okay. The Sri Lanka crisis, ladies and gentlemen. We need somebody out there. We have correspondents everywhere because we have money. You can tell from the show, the budgets are huge. So we just throw money at journalists and they come on camera and talk to us. Here's one such person in the middle of the emergency in Sri Lanka. His name, Matosh Rajapaksa. What a time to have that name.
Hi.
Matosh Rajapaksa, can you tell me what exactly is going on in Sri Lanka at the moment?
I can't answer that question because I don't understand the question.
Okay, stop. Okay, now stop. That's it's a fairly simple question. A 4-year-old child will answer the question. You keep pretending to be other people and avoid answering the question every time I ask you a question.
But I don't understand the question.
I know, because you can't answer about what is happening everywhere in Sri Lanka at the same time because you are not Sri Lankan Google.
No. I am a Google.
You are Sri Lankan Google?
I am a Google. Senanayake Matosh Rajapaksa. That is my full name.
Almost said the same name written on the script. But we can't expect too much at the rate we are paying these actors. So then answer my question.
Arey Baba, I can't answer the question because the country is closed.
Closed?
Yes, closed. Nothing is happening in Sri Lanka.
And nothing is happening in your career as an actor, I can tell you that. Your career is closed. That's what's closed. closed forever and throw away the key. Okay, let's go to happier things like the IPL. It's great that cricket can just balance you away from all these things that are happening left, right, and center, literally, geographically as well. So here it is, folks. Those people that make us smile, not the cricketers, not the actual matches, not the cricket, but the cricket watcher. And we've got the worst. Take a look.
अरे, you're crying?
नहीं,
क्या हुआ बेटा? What happened?
डैडी वो सपने में नाइटमेयर्स होते हैं ना, नाइटमेयर्स।
ओ नाइट में, अच्छा घोस्ट दिखा, भूत दिखा?
घोस्ट नहीं, उससे भी
अरे कोई बात नहीं बेटा, मैं समझ गया। स्नेक्स
सांप भी नहीं, सांप भी ठीक है।
अच्छा,
ये तो
ओ अच्छा बेटा, न्यूज़ देख रहा है ना बहुत, तो आजकल यूक्रेन रशिया वॉर, आई अंडरस्टैंड दिस फियर ऑफ वॉर, राइट?
नो डैडी, नो
देन व्हाट इज इट बेटा, व्हाट इज इट? क्या है?
आई कांट टेल यू, हिम्मत नहीं
नो
है।
बेटा, हिम्मत करके बताओ।
नहीं सोएगा फिर डैडी।
नहीं मैं सोएगा बेटा, तू बता क्या हुआ?
I was making my dream 11 team in my dream.
Okay.
And I got stuck on the 10th player. I could not complete the 11.
What?
Sleep, I can't sleep.
You can't do this.
I can't sleep.
शर्म आनी चाहिए तेरे को। कैसे नहीं तू सो, फिर से बना टीम, बना सो।
Now, people out there who may or may not be watching, but if you're not watching, why are you looking at the TV? But anyway, I got to do this. This is very painful for me. He's a very close friend and director of the show as well. I mean, director means he doesn't turn up, but you know, his name is there. Kunal Vijayekar is very upset with that whole South Delhi shutdown of non-veg and booze and all that. And he was in hospital. He is in hospital. And the news is not good. I've been online with the doctor. The doctor, in fact, has not completed his MBBS, but he's there doing the best he can. All right, let's go to the doctor right now. Oh, doctor, what's happening? Can you tell us?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Don't lose hope. Don't lose. You can do it.
Doctor.
Yes.
Guna goes, doctor.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
Kosha Mangsho, doctor.
What are you
The
saying?
doctor is worried, then you know, I mean, that's a terrible piece of body language. What is happening? What is happening, sir?
Biryani, doctor.
He's slipping away.
Doctor.
Oh my God, no.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bad news, folks. Really bad news. The pillar of Indian society, a leader of men, at least in Prabhadevi, in that one lane where he lived. I mean, government has to take the blame for this. Government and tradition. This is too much for him. He was a modern Indian, a westernized Indian completely, he had an English accent. He used to say, I want to go to Shivaji Park and cause trouble like that. But that's not the reason for him to have this horrible end. You know, starving. For 25 minutes, they didn't feed him. And you know what happened. I'm so sorry about this, folks. I'm sorry we have to end the show, but you aren't. So we'll see you soon. Until next time, bye-bye. And 2-minute silence, everybody, for Kunal Vijayekar, one of the greats. And then, as a mark of respect, order food. Order some food. Order. What can he do? Guna nahi. Vegetarian mein kya milega?
Go to the first line, no?
चलो
Economic.
Come on, let us go.
थोड़ा पानी मारून हे करू का?
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद and ready.
ए दाढ़ी लो.
Come on, guys, what are we doing?
Just I'm traveling from here to there ना.
ऊबर में जाता है ना?
At least he wasn't acting that time.
वो वैसे भी लास्ट में बोला बीप कर देना.